This is DS Yoxheimer, and this is my channel, The Spectre. And in this little installment, I'm just going to be talking a little bit about the Weis store shooter named Andrew Stair. I used to work at a Weis store in Pennsylvania, and we're just relatively close to where we are. Not super close, but fairly close. I live in northeastern PA. And this little emo decided to go and shoot 3 of his coworkers. And I didn't really know much about him. I guess he had some transgender issues, or he was in the throes of whatever. I don't know. Even though I guess he did like girls. He was a brony. He liked My Pretty Pony, which there's a community and there's like conventions for it and everything. They like grown men who, not just grown men, but they call them bronies, and they're a fan of My Pretty Pony. And he had a pretty big online presence, of course, because he just all over the place about what he thought and everything, and why he was bitter, which were just these crazy, petty fucking reasons, and he was seeking fame, and he feel he had that fame, and that obviously, I guess, enraged him more. And he also had a little animation project, and he was bitter about that not working out. The people he was collaborating with supposedly bailed on him. So he was mad about that, and it was called Ember's Ghost Squad. And he thought, when you die, there are other dimensions, and I guess there's these ghost squads, and he was going to go be with them. And the one character, the female character from his animated series, whatever it was, or shorts, that was sort of his alter ego. And I've watched a lot of these videos recently, and it was yesterday I watched some of this stuff. It was just fucking crazy. And I don't think because he's transgender or had these other pet interests that he did this. He did this because he's crazy. That's why people do these things, because they're crazy. And, I mean, I worked at a Weis store too, and I can understand how that can make you a little bitter. It did. I worked at a Weis store, and I was only there like 6 months, and I walked out. I didn't shoot anybody, I walked out. But people working in shitty low-wage jobs that are just derivative and just devoid of fucking hope and upward mobility, yeah, that can contribute to a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of workplace acrimony, but not taking 2 shotguns to work and blowing people away, though. Kind of bitterness and acrimony. And so, anyway, there's hours of his video, I mean, God knows how many hours of videos, and just he left a lot of statements and things like that you can find, and all that shit. And it's fucked up. It really is fucked up. But to say because he was into this, he was a YouTuber and he was into all this shit, doesn't mean that that's why he did this. Maybe the fame seeking, he did idolize the Columbine shooters. No shocker, they all seem to. Thanks, Dylan and Eric. It's like they keep killing people from beyond the grave. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're possessing people like Freddy fucking Krueger. I don't know. Well, in essence, yeah, they're, Freddy Krueger's dead in Nightmare on Elm Street, so they were just, in essence, coming back in a similar fashion. Not in exactly the same way, like going into people's dreams, but in a way, this guy was possessed. But, yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. It's fucked up, and there's no excuse for doing it. Just like that DC shooter, the guy who shot up the congressman, that was fucking stupid. I mean, really? Really? Fuck you. He's dead, too. Thankfully, and it's not. And just because you don't like Trump doesn't mean you're gonna shoot people. Like, oh, he was a Bernie supporter, so they're just all crazy. It's like Timothy McVeigh was crazy. He wasn't a liberal. He wasn't. He was someone that served in the U.S. Army and grew up in a relatively normal household. I guess he was just an extremist nutbag, and he blew up a bunch of people. He's not a Muslim either. So yeah. So that's the thing. I don't know how these people get these guns or whatever. I mean, they buy them and shit, but I wouldn't, if I saw that Andrew Stair, if you ever seen a picture of, if I saw that on the other side of the counter, if I was working at a gun store, I wouldn't fucking sell him a gun. And that's about all I have to say about it. This is DS Yoxheimer. This is my channel, The Spectre. If you like it, subscribe. Please comment below. If you have anything to add to this particular video, even if it's nasty comments like I usually get, telling me to go fuck myself or go fuck a donkey or whatever, or go fuck my mom or, you know, whatever you want to do, or go fuck Andrew Stair's corpse. Maybe that's what you want to say. That's usually the kind of things you faceless cowards like to put down there. So, anyway, later.